Gemini, you got somebody mad at you. I'm hearing this person cannot fool you. And it's like every time they are trying to fool you, you're not falling for it. Everybody else is like, oh, poor you. Oh, and giving, the sad eyes and, oh, it's such a shame to this person. And you're like, what the hell is going on? And this person sees it, you know? They see it in you. They're like, okay, okay. They're realizing that you don't believe their lies. You see right through them. You know BS when you smell it, when you see it. Oh, and this person is mad because you're not falling in line. You're not acting like everybody else. They can't get you where they want you. They can't make you feel all sympathy for them and all that with all this BS that they're saying. No, they can't get that from you because you know it's BS. That's what I'm hearing. This person's mad. They are walking to their car with their keys clenched in their hand and they were mad. And this happened Friday or Thursday. So yeah, you didn't fall for it. Now this person is like thinking of you as, somebody they got to watch out for. Somebody that they can't play, you know? They can't play you. You're not going to give them leanway. You're not going to lean backwards for them. You're not going to make excuses for them. Oh, yeah. They were expecting you to. They were expecting you to make all these excuses for them, but you're not going to do it. And they know it. And that's the problem. So this person is looking at you like they need to get you out. This is what they're doing right now. They're trying to figure out how they can get you out of the circle, out of the team, out of the company, whatever it is. Because you're a huge threat to this person. Because you're not easily fooled. See, they were hoping you would be fooled just like everybody else. And I'm hearing they got two other people who are just wrapped around their finger believing all the BS that they say. And not only that, but the promises they make. They make some very unrealistic promises. Mm-mm. Promises that they shouldn't be making, but they are. Trying to make it seem like they're going to do something or they're going to make something better or they're going to get something done. And they're not going to get anything done. They just want to tell people what they think people want to hear. But I don't have to tell you that because you know it. You already see it. They want their moment of fame. It doesn't matter whether they could produce it or not. It doesn't matter if they could do the job or not. It's just at that moment, everybody looking at them like, yes, you're the hero. Just at that moment. And some people are so easily fooled. Let me tell you. Some people are looking at this person like, oh yeah, we're gonna throw you a party. You're gonna make this happen. You're gonna take care of our problems. You're gonna do it. Yes, yes. Here, we're gonna give you a cheers. We're gonna, you know what I'm saying? When people slap their glasses to each other, right? What is that called? I didn't forgot. But yeah, see, that's what they want, but they're lying. They don't have a plan. They don't have the skills. They don't know what they're doing. But they do know how to talk. Ooh, man. Yeah, this person, whoever this person is, they know how to talk. They know how to talk. They know how to tell people what they want to hear. They know how to get people to do what they want to do, what they want them to do. See, but everything that I'm talking about, like everything that they are having these people clap, clap for them. They make people pat them on the back. They got people feeling sympathetic, making excuses for them, leaning backwards, letting them get away with crap, but not you. See, that's the problem. You're making an enemy. You're making an enemy, Gemini, because you won't play the game. You won't play this person's game. And this person knows it. They see you. They see you and they see you, you know, eye to eye, and they know that you can see them. Not like everybody else. Everybody else is like, following them in line, but not you. They saw that. These kind of people, they could be very aware, very aware of everybody's expressions. They pay attention. Mm-hmm. Because they have to check and make sure, that their lies are being believed. Because nothing will work unless people believe it. You know what I mean? This is why they pay attention. This is why I always say pay attention to people's expressions. Because I learned this about these kind of people. I was raised by these kind of people. So I learned. I learned. I didn't put the pieces together until I was much, much older, but I figured it out. You know, I learned. So, Gemini, what you gotta do about this person? Well, first things first. You're gonna have to go ahead and make some changes. It's up to you, of course. You use your own discernment, but Spirit is saying to stay away from this person. Don't turn your back on this person. Because this person, they're going to attack you. Not physically, but they're going to attack your character. They're going to attack your reputation. This person has a very bad spirit. Look at that. A monitoring type of spirit. This person is going to watch you, and they're going to twist and turn everything that they can against you and make things appear a certain kind of way to make you look bad, to ruin your reputation. And it's all because you see right through them. That's it. You become a threat because you won't play games. You're not that kind of person. And you're street smart. And that's another thing they don't like. See, there's people who can be smart and there's people who are street smart. I'm book smart. I'm not street smart. But there's some people who can be both. And it looks like you are both. You're smart and you're street smart. That means you know BS when you see it. You know? Yeah. You've said some things around this person that they know. They're picking up on it. You've said things where this person knows without a doubt that you're somebody that they're going to have to bring down and bring down quickly. Because if not, you're going to rise and you're going to outshine them. You're going to outsmart them. That's how they think. And it's not really you're just going to try to outsmart them. No, it's just you're doing your job. You're taking care of business. You're looking for the logical solutions and you're being honest about who you are and what you bring to the table. And you're not going to lie and you're not going to tell people that you're going to do something that you can't do. You're going to build a reputation for yourself for being somebody who does what they say they're going to do. And this person knows it. And they feel like it's going to make them look bad because they can't produce. You see what I'm saying? They can't produce. They can't do what they say they, or what they claim that they could do. They can't. They can't do it. And they know it. And, deep down inside, they know what they're doing is wrong. But they feel good about it because they're getting the attention, And they feel as long as they're getting the attention, whether it works out or not, Whether something happens, they could come up with an excuse down the road why they couldn't do something. You see what I'm saying? But you say you're going to do something and you could do it. And it's not just that, but I'm hearing like you're not afraid of getting your hands dirty. You have the right attitude. You're willing to roll up your sleeves and get in there and get something done. They're intimidated by you. This is somebody that doesn't have a plan. You know, they don't have backup. There's no backup. There's no plan B if plan A doesn't work. There's no plan B. This is their plan. Their plan is to BS their way around, and this is how they plan to get paid. Basically, just lying and scamming people, scamming the boss or scamming whoever it is. You know, scamming them and making promises that are not real. Sorry, guys, my neighbor is outside and he is poo poo. He practices, so I don't know if y'all can hear it, if y'all are picking up on it. He's got a rifle, so that's what that big boom is. He does that usually, I think usually on Saturdays normally. Anyhow, it is what it is. I'm in Texas, so gotta get used to it. Anyways, guys, listen. You got something very special inside of you, okay? I want you to know that. You got something inside of you. You have the drive to do something here, and this person sees it. They see that you have the right way of thinking. You have what it takes to rise. That's what I'm hearing, to rise. So it makes me feel like, this is a company, a business, a partnership, or something. But this person sees you and they see your abilities, they see what you're capable of. That's why they're upset with you. Anywho, the thing about this person, this person's willing to lie. So this is why Spirit is saying don't be around this person. Avoid this person like the plague. Just avoid them. Don't let them see what you're working on. This way, when you rise, you'll rise, and by that time, they hadn't seen you in a while. You're not taking lunch breaks over there. You're not hanging out with them. You're not, you know what I mean? You're not rubbing elbows with their little circle. You know what I mean? You're not, you're not letting them play the victim or whatever it is that they're trying to do. Okay? You're not there. So that's the thing. Don't be there. When this person is talking and all this stuff, don't be there. Don't be around them. Don't let them see that you could see right through them. This way, when you do rise, it'll happen and they'll be like, oh, I forgot about Gemini. Oh. And you'll already have that position. You'll already, you know what I mean? Be somewhere else away from this person. And by that time, even if you're above this person, they're not going to want to challenge you, you know? But the thing is from getting from point A to point B without that person detecting what you're doing or what you're up to, or you see what I'm saying, where you're heading. That's the thing. Work in silence away from this person, okay? This person could have brown hair or reddish brown hair. This person could have curly hair, or they might dye their hair, okay? This could be somebody who puts henna in their hair, okay? Or they dye their hair. Um, this is also somebody who could be like very quiet, which makes them sound more sincere, right? The way that they're very quiet, they act very timid. They're not loud at all. They're soft spoken. So it makes it sound like everything that they say is true, even when they're lying. And this could be somebody who can act very shy, but they're not shy. It's all an act. It's to make people feel like, they're really sweet or something. They come off as being really sweet, very innocent, very shy. I think I already said shy. But, it's all a scam. Okay? It's all a scam. It's just their way of working the system. This is somebody who has learned how to work around people and how to get what they want. You know? They know how to dress the part, they know how to talk the part, they know how to get people to wrap around their finger, that kind of thing. And that's what they're doing. This could also be somebody who wears a lot of cologne or perfume, okay? This is somebody who, like, they could be like the kind of person who dresses like they're very, religious, or they dress in a certain kind of way to make themselves seem very modest or motherly or fatherly, okay? Like, this won't be the kind of person who's going to wear like low cut blouses or something like that. No, this is going to be somebody that's going to be very conservative. More likely, if it's a female, it'll be somebody who like puts their hair back in a bun, or puts their hair in a braid, right? Those kind of things. They're going to make themselves appear to be wholesome, reliable. You know what I mean? But they're not. It's all an act. This kind of reminds me of or I don't know if I should say it, but this person that we're talking about here reminds me of somebody who takes lives. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word. Serial, deet deet. And this woman, it was a woman back in 1900s, and she was like this as well. And everybody thought that she was just the sweetest thing, and she wasn't. She was going around poisoning people. So be careful. They say, I hate to say it because, a lot of people are quiet, but they're not dangerous. A lot of people just are very observant. You know what I mean? This person could be a very quiet person, and they say sometimes you gotta be careful with the quiet ones. Well, this person could be a quiet person, but when they speak, they're lying and they're being manipulative. And I think this is why people believe them, because they are quiet. Because this person is coming off as being a very, like, quiet or shy person. But it's not real. It's not really their personality. It's something that they have adopted to give people this impression of them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This person's a master manipulator. They know how to look a certain kind of way and act a certain kind of way to get people to look at them a certain kind of way. You know what I mean? But it's not really their personality. It's fake. They are fake. You know what I'm saying? Whew. This person's making my chest hurt. This person could also walk around and act like they are, religious. They might act like they come from a very good family, or they could very well come from a very good family, a family that spoiled them. But they could also be using this family as like leverage. Okay, so be aware of that. So they must come from like a family that is very well rooted in the community, or people look up to them, or something like that. Okay, where this person knows how to play the game of how important reputation is. This is somebody who understands that very, very well. And the thing is that you knowing and seeing right through them, well, that's a problem. You see what I'm saying? Because that means you can call them out, and apparently there's something that's, I want to say, significant about this person's family. There's something going on about this family. There's like some kind of judgment that they're worried about that's going to be lingering over their family. So, or over them, and it's a reflection of their family. Something like that. Okay? Now, this could be somebody that you've known for a long time. This could be somebody that is around your circle or has been around your circle for a long time. This could also be somebody that you know through school, or people around you know this person since like elementary school or something. Okay, because there's like some kind of history there, you know? And the thing about that and why that's so significant is because when people have history with somebody, or when they know their whole family, they will automatically turn against the new person that they don't know very well. You know what I mean? Even if that person is bad or wrong or being manipulative, they will still choose the person that they know rather than the newcomer. So just be aware of that. Anyways, but the good news is they don't know you very well, you know? Other than they see that you can see right through them, they don't know you as a person very well. You know what I mean? So, with that, that's actually something that you can use to your advantage. That means stay out of sight. Stay out of this person's sight if you're able to. Don't be around this person, you know, until you have gotten into a position where this person can't touch you. Okay? All right, guys, let me go ahead and give you your angel numbers really quickly. That's your advice. Keep your head down and keep working. Spirit, give us 2 angel numbers here for Gemini, please and thank you. Stay out of this person's way. It says 0. It says there is no beginning and no end. All is infinite. It is time to develop your spiritual side. You are gaining new sight and understanding of both godly and earthly things. I am limitless. I believe you've had that one before. Spirit, give us one more. Oh, there it is. Okay. Number 14. It says you are open-minded and always up to try something new. See, that's actually a really good thing. It says, yet you are wise enough to stop and think before you jump into things. This pragmatic approach helps ensure your time, attention, and efforts are meaningful. I am practical. You got a good head on your shoulders. This is why you're going to go far. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is saying. You have a good head on your shoulders. Okay? You're going to go far. Just stay away from this person, guys. Catch me in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye, guys.